Hi, my name is Winifred Summer, the HR darling. And I never really got on here and let y'all know about me, like who I am, where I'm from. So most people so far who have come over and subscribed have found me on other social media platforms, and I appreciate the sub. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I am an HR professional. That's what I do with my 9 to 5, schedule Monday through Friday, but I'm also a creative. I'm an author of three and another book on the way. I also do poetry. I'm also an introvert, so I'm a little quiet person. I am a nature nerd. I love the great outdoors. And honestly, I'm still figuring out who I am. And that might sound kind of weird because at my big age, I am in my 30s. I'm a full blown millennial. People like to categorize millennial. Are you a baby millennial? Are you a mid millennial? Or are you an elder millennial? Well, I fit into the mid, because I'm in my 30s. I think the oldest millennial is somewhere in their 40s, which I am not. And then I think the youngest millennial is like at the very end of the 20s. Don't quote me on that though. So I'm a mid, and I'm first generation American of Haitian descent, and I'm very proud of that. So where do I begin, you guys? A little bit about me. I'm an everyday person. You're not going to hear me come on here talking about wealth, because I don't have wealth yet. That's something that I'm learning about. And honestly, there are so many different things that I do and that I do well. And I'm trying to figure out how to monetize certain things, what to even monetize, and then how to do it. I do have a 9 to 5. I do, take part in creative endeavors like poetry, and I've written some books. So just kind of juggling and balancing some things. I also do some HR services, help people out with interview coaching and special topics, resumes, anything under the sun. And my most celebrated book is about toxic work environments, because I've been through three really toxic work experiences so much that it really just lit a fire up under me. It not only became a book, a very informative book. It is a nonfiction. It's a mixture of experiences that I've personally have and just general advice on how to deal if you find yourself in that situation, as well as just some tips of some big old red flags that, some of us ignore in the early stages, things that we should pay attention to so we can make a decision that, best suits us, should I say. But yeah, not only did it become a book, it started a movement for me. And so, one thing that I love to do is just talk to people about toxic work environments, especially leadership, right? Holding them accountable, showing them like this is how people feel. This is what y'all are doing, and this is what you could do to make the situation better. So it just became a big calling and a big mission in my life, just being an advocate for healthy work environments, and not just healthy work environments, but also for people to pursue fulfilling careers. Because honestly, I love working in HR. And, my parents wanted me to be in healthcare, wanted me to be a nurse. And there are so many other things, honestly, that I could have been, but HR is my heart. And it took me a while to figure that out. And it took me a while to transition from the medical space into, the space that I'm in now. But it's been a journey that has been so worth it, to look forward to Mondays, to wake up and be excited about going into the office, it just really impacts your life more than you realize. When you're just kind of floating and going through the motions, sometimes you don't realize that type of love. Like, you don't realize how incredible your work life can be until you have tapped into a work environment or a certain position that really touches your heart. You don't realize that you're missing out on such an incredible feeling until maybe you are in a toxic job and it's unbearable. Like, I remember feeling sick, physically sick to my stomach on a Sunday night because I had to go to work on Monday. I remember feeling so excited for Friday. And by the time Saturday came, it was hard for me to really enjoy it because I knew Sunday was right around the corner and then I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. Like, that type of depression. I just remember going to my car on my lunch break and sitting in there looking around. Like, is this going to be the day that I just take off and never come back? Like, walk out on my lunch break and just disappear. It was real. And so many people have been through it. So I feel like this video is all over the place. I have no notes. I'm freestyling, which I don't think is a good idea, especially because I'm new to this space and I am a socially awkward person. So shout out to the socially awkward people. Shout out to the introverts. It has taken me a while to get on YouTube and get comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, sometimes I mess up on my words. Sometimes I use too many filler words. Sometimes I feel like I look goofy, but consistency. I'm starting to be more consistent and the subs are slowly rising. You know, the views are slowly coming. YouTube is a long game and business period is a long game and I'm learning it. So thank you for being a part of the journey just by being here, just by, you know, being on here watching the video for this long. Like, if you've gotten to this part in the video, I appreciate it because this is your time. And I spend so much time consuming on YouTube, watching other people and wondering, you know, if I had to have a certain look or a certain sound in order to be accepted in the YouTube space. But, you know, I'm just being me here. So if you're watching my channel, you're going to see videos popping up about what I'm doing with my books as an author, what I'm doing with my business in HR, and whatever else seems interesting. I have a podcast also, so maybe I'll do something with that. That's what you can expect from my channel, y'all. I got a lot of wisdom to share. I have a lot to give, and I'm actually a vibe. I'm actually a vibe. You get to know me, you know, you engage with me, you're probably going to fall in love. And on that note, I'm going to cut this video off. But thank you for listening to my ramble. Winifred Summer here as the HR darling. And hold on, what is an HR darling? HR darling is a really nice person that works in human resources that you can feel comfortable coming to, asking questions, just being in their space. HR people have just such a negative reputation overall. It's like a gray cloud hovering over us for whatever reason. Well, not whatever reason, there are reasons. So yeah, I just kind of want to destroy that idea and usher in the new era of positive, caring, patient, kind HR people. So that is what an HR darling is. So in case you were wondering. But thanks so much for joining, and yeah, see you in the next video.